Hello, my name is Andreas. Welcome back for another episode of Beginner Friendly Germany in round 3. And in previous episode we captured Norway and we got the garrisons already over there. We do have a tank corps in here actually, but I'm gonna wait until we get a bit more divisions in here before I pull them out. But this will probably head to the Eastern Front already to start preparing for a war against the Soviets, because it will happen sooner or later. Okay, let's give that a bit of a hand there, if we can actually win the combat. Or join into the battle, that'd be nice. You definitely need to move forward. Right, so how's the... Oh, we got the tank finally into the combat here. Good. Did we get a second division there? No, not quite yet. You can keep on moving that way. Just gonna keep on moving here. You can start moving forward as well down there. So what is the... This division definitely needs to pull back. They're bombing it to the oblivion, or at least it's wasting all its organization right now. This one on the other hand, well, is having a bit of a lack of fuel if I'm not mistaken. Indeed it does. But it does have ammunition. So it should be able to push through there relatively soon. And this one can regain some of the organization as soon as we win the combat there, which doesn't seem to be that far away. Then we can send that SS division back over the river and take the city. Because the other one is out of fuel. Well, actually, no, it's gotten fuel now, partially. We're bombing stuff on the English Channel. Have we done any strikes on this one lately? We've bombed it a little bit, but it's definitely not enough. Oh, it actually cancelled plans there. Okay, well... How about we start doing some naval strikes down here? Not aggressive, defensive, daily, continuous. Just trying to sink any ships trying to pass here. If we can start sinking the enemy, or the British fleet in particular, that would be really nice. And we won the combat in Belgrade. Oh, and we got into Belgrade immediately. Okay, well, tomorrow they are gonna... Ooh. That was a lot of damage, but I don't think we actually sank anything. No, unfortunately not. Okay, so how about this one? How about... is there... There's not really enough room. I'm going to rebase you there anyway, because I have a plan. I'll have the naval bombers doing the naval strike there, and then this can start doing the convoy raiding over here somewhere. Well, let's say naval strike, or not naval, convoy raiding, daily. I mean, that's a bit too large. What about Cone? Oh, that's excellent. That was just the way I wanted it to be. Just in these two provinces, and continues on a daily basis. There we go. Yugoslavia has surrendered. Right, so this corps is going to take care of the garrisoning of places. In here's Belgrade. And then this one... Sarajevo is probably a good idea, yeah. So we'll bring you a little bit closer to the center, then the tanks are going to start moving down south to Step. Alright, some of them are still technically attacking. There we go, now they're not. So redeploy there, then the corps with the mountaineers is going to have to redeploy down to Skopje. And then the corps that we started moving through here is going to have to move into Kumanovo, probably. 15 division is going to be more than plenty to take out the mainland creek, or crease. But, like, we are still going to require the airborne units to actually get into Crete, I'm afraid. We could make independent Croatia, but I don't think I will, because if I remember correctly, that is going to cut down the supply lines here completely for us, which is really not a good idea, because then we can't place any units directly in here. Like, if there's not continuous path from your capital to there, or land routes, then you can't place units there. So, for example, if you're playing as Japan, you need to deploy all your units in Japan first, and then you need to transport them over, which can be sometimes a bit of a nuisance. Although I do understand why they did that. Like, otherwise they would just take a province somewhere and place all the troops there. Ooh. Did we do any damage on there? Well, not really. A little bit, maybe. Have we started doing the convoy attacking? Maybe. I'm not entirely sure if we've really done a lot of damage on there, on the other hand. Because of that was the full core already, so we can start putting down this one here. I think we'll start in Kiruna, because that is a massive concentration of metals. So the 5th Corps needs to be assigned under the army in Copenhagen, which is a bit too far away. So what I can do is now get you into Gothenburg, I think. Let's get that underway. We've still got almost 300 IC in production. And we'll get another division in a few days. Probably put that into Narvik, and then Luleå, and then we'll put one in there, and maybe one around Umeå or somewhere around there, just so that we have a little bit of troops here in, especially northern Sweden, to take out any potential rebellions. Oh, that's the cavalry division. Right, we'll assign you down there. Assign to the police corps, and then this goes to the 5th Corps. That should be nice. And we've still got quite a few divisions underway, right? Actually, not all that many. So we're going to need a lot more. Well, we've got... actually... We've got another 4 divisions underway. Is there some corps that is actually missing units then? Maybe. Oh, we're bombing stuff there. Did we... Ooh, that was a little bit damaged, but it's... Like, it's enough to force them to repair, but not enough to sink them right now. And is this... Right, so that's actually... You know what, I'm going to move you to Dubrovnik, because that is a port. And then the army down here definitely needs to start moving further south. I'm going to unattach it from the Here's Group B and just move that. I suppose I could have you in Belgrade. So this is basically the Balkan army that we have. We're getting the troops in here, and I think once we have the troops in here and move them to the border, we shall declare war on Greece. And we'll take over the mainland rather quickly, I reckon. And then that will give us a little bit of time to set up, or wait for our airborne, unless Italy does something, which then might do. Oh, actually, that reminds me, isn't the Winter War started already? Not quite yet, it should start very soon, though. We'll see how well Finland will fare. I mean, one thing that we could actually do, not right now, because Finland is not in a war, but we can offer them Lend-Lease, which gives them a little bit more industrial capacity. Again, that's probably not going to be enough to stop the Soviets or anything like that, but it might be enough to kind of delay the operations there until we are ready to attack into, well, probably not quite that long, but it still might be helpful. At least that's my dream. Okay. So, are we going to get any more text soon? There's quite a few things in here that we could get. Because that's carrier stuff. I don't think we need to do the carrier things all that much. Or the naval stuff in particular anyway. Like, I think we are going to be mostly alright. That's a bit of combat there. So, have you managed to sink anything here yet? Or have I just been clicking off through the... Probably a little bit of both, actually. So down to, well, technically 4 submarines. I suppose each one of these is like several submarines, to be fair. But anyway, let's go ahead and get the tanks in here. So we'll have some on there. And then you go there and you go there. We'll have one over here extra to support. Like, basically, the plan is that we'll cut them off here. Then we cut them off further south and we'll encircle or destroy the troops over here and take out Athens and basically all the provinces there. Then what we do need to do is the landing in Crete and take over that. And then we can make Crete surrender. Of course, to take out the victory point there, they probably have some troops there. It's entirely possible that Italy will actually be some of help at least and capture that. Or capture Crete by landing, but trusting Italy or trusting AI in general in Paradox games is usually the first mistake. And quite often even the last mistake that you do. Argentina wants to buy some power, and I believe has the war started now. It wasn't... Oh, yep, Soviet Union declared war on Finland. So it begins. Let's see which one is victorious. You know what, I will give Finland a bit of Lend-Lease. They will accept that. I'll give them like 10 IC, so it's not a massive amount, but it's enough to at least make a difference in their economy, because they don't really have a massive economy in general. Right, so we can probably lower that. Like, I'll just use exactly 10 IC over here, which of course means that they won't be getting quite as much. Because there's always a little bit of a loss in there, but it's still going to give them almost 10 IC, which... Can we actually see how much they have? Probably not right now. I suppose I could send some spies there to get a little bit of idea of what's going in there. So how is the Greek unity right now doing? It's 85%, so that's pretty high. Lower the reinforcements there, a little bit more upgrades. Oh, we actually reduced the Lend-Lease a little bit there. Okay, let's just up it back up again. So once we get the troops in here, I think it's going to be, like, within a week or so, let's say 10th of December, we'll start the war against Greece. I'll try to take as much of that as possible. One of our spies in Greece was detected. How many do we have there? We've still got 7. Yeah, we have been reducing the unity there maybe a little bit, although I'm not actually entirely sure if it's had really that resounding effect. Ooh, although, one thing that we should definitely do is get... Where is the... We could get the planes in Italy. Or we bring the Belgrade, but I think Belgrade might be a safer option. Sometimes the AI doesn't... all the supply lines for the AI don't factor in your planes, so that can occasionally cause some problems. Not always, but sometimes. Also, there's some Iraqi planes over there. And we still haven't done... Well, I mean, we are still sinking some things in here, not very often, though. And I believe these... Oh, they're probably resting right now, aren't they? Fighter pilot training, good. That's probably something that we want to keep up. Yeah, we'll just keep that into research queue. We got the infantry stuff underway. I mean, it's a good thing because it's almost 1940 anyway. Right, so the troops are still moving, and I have a feeling that the supplies reaching there is going to take a few days at least. So we might want to wait or delay the attack on Greece a little. Oh, it started bombing us again. Well, we are fighting... Oh, fighter morale goes up as well. That's really nice. Half of them... Oh, it says... Oh, right, now it says 4 versus 4. It said 8 versus 4 at one point. Oh, that Dutch plane took quite heavy casualties. There we go, we're sending another convoy here. So slowly but surely, how good is the British unity actually? It's about 80%. They might get an event soon enough. That will increase it a little bit. But so far so good. So a lot of these troops still haven't reached the border there. Have we started getting any supplies in here? Let's have a look at the supply map mode. Not really. I think a lot of the supplies are still somewhere around here. So it's going to take about at least a week or 2 before we have the proper amount of supplies. So that's going to be a bit of an issue. We got plenty of supplies in stockpile though, so that's not the problem here. We're going to have to get some more fighters, I reckon. Yeah, although we might want to wait until we get the upgrades in here, which are still underway. How close underway? Okay, so it's going to be in February, January. Okay, so once we get those, we'll start building more fighters. More transport sunk. Air intercept efficiency. Fight over Dover. Now, one thing that I could do, actually, is... Do we have the bombers over here? We do. Kesselring, how about you do some runway cratering there? Just for a few days. To keep them in check. If we can reduce the repair rate there, then it's going to be much better for us in terms of the air combat. And actually, we will damage some of the planes there as well, if they're not flying out. That's combat over there. They're getting pretty good casualties there. I believe tomorrow... Ooh. Right, Bulgaria, sure, I'll take the military access from you. I do plan on inviting you to the Axis as well. Speaking of which, I suppose I should start influencing you a little bit. I don't have the Diplo point production for that to keep up all these 3 influences, but I think it will be fine. Another 2 transports sunk. Looks like the Finns have actually managed to gain some land over here. And then over there and there. So far so good for Finland. Of course that means that the Soviets will be bringing in a lot of troops from our border, for example, now. So once they arrive there, it's going to be quite a different story. We got enough fuel for 2 days. That's probably not good enough. We'll wait until the 15th, I think, before we start attacking Greece. And we just got the fighters. That doesn't really have the capacity quite yet. Get some planes in Antwerp. Just so that we can wrestle the aerial control. Now, we're kind of waiting for a lot of upgrades right now. Oh, we can get the destroyers now. We get a total of 6 of them. And then maybe, well, we're going to be getting some submarines soon enough. Or we're building some submarines and we are getting some upgrades on the tech, so I'm not going to build more right now. But that does mean that we still have a little bit... We've got some naval bombers underway. Let's get some close air support. I know that we are also upgrading those soon enough, but still, it should be fine. Right, so, we should be regaining the... or stocking up on the fuel. Ooh, we got a decent bit of fuel there. Of course, these don't actually use fuel, do they? No, they don't. There's a bit of air combat there. Have we done any damage on the... Oh, we have bombed the airfield a little bit, but are we now resting? No? Well, during nighttime we are, but of course... Oh, tactical pilot training. We might be good enough on that to just cancel it for the time being, just so that we'll have a little bit less things to research right now. So, are we going to do another bombing run there today or not? Oh, yeah, we are. Dealing some damage on the bombers there, good. They got quite a bit of bombers in Norwich. Which is certainly something to keep in mind. Okay, so they can now repair about 3.5 air units efficiently on a daily basis, which means that we are slowing them down. And if we can keep their fighters off the... or in the ground, basically, that's going to give us a massive boost. Another thing I suppose I could do is, instead of focusing on the coastal bombardment, do some port strikes in there. For a month. Let's see if that works. I really want to start seeing their ships. That is a lot of ships in there. We are dealing some damage. Now how about we take this naval bomber group and start bombing Portsmouth as well. It's basically trying to sink or destroy as many of the facilities, or damage as many of the facilities as possible. That is going to weaken their efficiency in a lot of ways. We're going to need a lot more reinforcements by the looks of it. Oh dear, that might be a lot of the repairs on the planes and that sort of stuff, but looks like... Have we sunk anything yet? No, we have not. So we still need to... Well, we need a bit of patience here, quite frankly. Eventually things will get better. But right now... Oh, actually that reminds me. We've got the planes in Antwerp. Assign them under OB West, and can they... No, I'm just going to put them as air superiority over there. Over Dover. Kind of preventing them from leaving. And providing some cover for our bombing in... So we're bombing in Plymouth. That's taking a lot of organization damage though. I don't think we'll be able to sink anything there either. Although, well, actually... Nope, never mind. And then Portsmouth, we're bombing. Doing some more damage in there. There's a bit less defenders, I reckon. In that place, at least. Right, it's 15th of December. I think it's time for us to declare war on Greece. So declare limited war. Conquer. And let's go. Right, so we're going to take the infantry and 1 tank division attacking there. Then the infantry over here will attack the fort. Tank division, those attack there. And the infantry over here, or the mountaineers rather, attack Castoria. And then we got our bombers here, which will take out the fortress troops here first. Just a few days of bombing should be plenty to push them out. Bomber target selection, I think we can take that one off the target, and... Oh, now I need a lot less reinforcements, okay. We could also get a light cruiser or two. Just get a little bit of a navy at least. Like, we will need some ships. Even if we're not focusing too much on them. And we did also get another infantry division rather, and that's probably going to go into Sweden once more. Put that in here, under the 5th Corps. Which is actually already too... Oh, right, because this army itself is a bit too far away. And it's too far away from everything, so I'm just going to assign you under the OB West. And... Oh, right, the Marine Corps doesn't need to be aligned to that one. Let's assign you under OB West as well. Oh, there's some planes going through here. We caught them. Didn't do a lot of damage on them, unfortunately. There we go, so that's first victory against the Creeks. 2nd and 3rd. Alright, let's move in the motorized units, or the rest of the tank corps, forward. Now that we've won the battles. Basically why I'm using the kind of attacking after the battle has been won is that they don't get the attack delay. So once they get in there, they can immediately continue forward, which is really handy if you want to overrun enemies. Right, interdiction. Right, that's actually fine. That one we can get away with. That one we can get away with right now. Okay, so we've got those set up. We're doing a decent damage over here. Well, actually, no, we're no longer needing to bomb there. How about we actually do the interdiction then? Around here. Probably just daytime. Basically what it does is tries to find moving targets and bombs them, because they don't have the defensive boost there. Although they don't have the dig-in bonus, so to speak. And that is going to allow you to, you know, do the max amount of damage on the enemy unit there. We're still bombing Portsmouth. Ooh, that destroyer is really bad shape right now, but not enough unless... No, we still haven't sunk anything. One day, we shall have some ships sunk, but I mean, that is already doing quite a bit of damage on the ships there. So it's honestly just a matter of time before we get through enough. Or at least load their repair rate enough so that we can then sink them into the port. And USA has embargoed us. That's fine, we weren't really doing much trade with them anyway. At least we weren't buying anything from them. We may have been selling some stuff for them, to be fair. Right, the SS Division can probably attack that one. Oh, right, that arrived there right now, so it doesn't have the supplies. Oh, and you were trying to get in there as well. The infantry can probably start moving further into the hills there. Let's actually have a look at the simplified terrain map mode. So we got the mountains over here, we got a little bit hills, then we've got more mountains over here. And then we got some plains on the coastline there. That might be useful. Let's move you down there. The tank can start moving south already. And then this infantry can probably move down there. We've got another tank division here that can start moving south. Now, I'm pretty sure that the British might start bringing in some troops into Greece soon enough. Because they probably had some troops in... Oh, improved security units. Okay, that is ahead of time now. But that is a very nice thing to have. So how are we doing over here? We're slowly moving... Actually, that reminds me... No, that's just cavalry stuff. Because we don't really need to worry about that. It's mostly the infantry things that we need to be concerned about. Alright, so the divisions are moving, these are moving. Are we actually bombing anything here? I mean, we should be. Another fight over Dover. Battle over there is going mostly alright. You're going to keep on moving forward. Because we are getting an infantry division there, and we're going to get another tank division there. So the tank division can probably keep on moving along here. So basically what I'm going to try to do is cut them off around Messalongi. Because there is a crossing from Messalongi to Patra. And that is usually something that you want to cut off before they can move their troops through there. Okay, so the infantry divisions over here are still taking some time to arrive. We'll start moving around the fortification there first. Encircle that and then destroy it. Not to mention, Italy might be joining into the war soon. Declare their own war. Oh, we got cut off by the enemy motorized division there. Well, that motorized division is gonna be rather sorry about that soon enough. Okay, well, looks like the... Oh no, we are bombing down there. Oh. Oh yeah, that's taking massive damage there. Okay, we won that battle. We are still waiting for these two to arrive. They are gonna get there. There we go. Move the AT around. The artillery is gonna be good against attacking the fortification. So we'll keep that around. Oh, we found some Swedish ships. But we are also out of time for this episode, so I'll also quickly place the infantry division, which I suppose is going to go into Sweden again. I think what we're going to do with this is going to send it to Östersund, which is really far away from the core, but that'll have to do. And the reinforcements, we're going to lower that a little bit more upgrades. We should still be fine. And how far are we from getting the infantry upgrade techs? Probably still pretty far, aren't we? Yeah, the small arms are still pretty far down the list. We could put them on top of the list, of course, but there's a lot of things that we kind of do need. So we'll just let it arrive to the top when, or to the research things as soon as they will. But anyway, we are indeed out of time for this episode now. So if you enjoyed it, please like, comment, and subscribe if you haven't already. Also, check out the links down below in the description. But other than that, thank you very much for watching, and until next time, bye bye.